I'm gonna ask for another minute because I need my nerves to calm down. Good evening. I am Christian Byers, and I proudly represent the Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Virginia. Statistics are used to help measure impact. They give us numbers, percentages, and charts to help serve as proof that something is happening. But these statistics have a funny way of blinding us to the people behind them. For instance, in a study conducted by VCU Health between 2014 and 2020, it noted that death among African American youth rose by 36.7%, whereas their white counterparts only rose by 4.7%. In another study, it noted that the national youth incarceration rate was fewer than 100 per 100,000. For Black youth, however, this number nearly triples. Now yes, these numbers are heavy, but numbers don't breathe, don't have faces, and don't tell you what it's like for these odds to be placed upon your life all before you have the chance to define yourself. And when I see these statistics, I don't picture charts. I picture my life. I picture growing up without my father, who was not just physically absent, but emotionally unreachable. Statistics may tell you the number of African American children that grow up without their fathers in the home, but they don't tell you what it feels like to sit and wait by a phone for empty promises, or how that absence silently shapes your confidence and sense of identity. I also picture my mother, sick, in pain, and me stepping into the role of caregiver far earlier than I should have. Statistics may tell you the number of children that become caregivers in the home, but they don't show you all the all-nighters I spent in the hospital, all the meals I cooked through exhaustion, all the days I spent managing medication, carrying fear, and all the while trying to succeed in school. Another thing statistics don't show is how quickly a child can adapt when it seems there's no other option. Because while some kids' first lesson was learning how to tie their shoes or their ABCs, mine was how to perform at a traffic stop, how to code switch, how to make myself smaller in rooms just to be seen as safe. That pressure doesn't just appear in data, but it shapes how you move throughout life. But arguably enough, one of the most important things that statistics fail to show is what happens when consistent support enters a child's life. For me, that support was through the Boys and Girls Club. You see, the club didn't just offer me resources, it provided stability, reliable meals, and trusted adults who I go to when times are tough. Statistics measure numbers, but they fail to capture experiences. What statistics don't show is that around this time last year, when neither me or my mother had the money to afford a suit for the year gala, Mr. Mo and Mr. DJ stepped up to take me suit shopping for the first time in my life. Statistics can't quantify the mixture of confidence and relief that washed over my body when I realized I didn't have to worry about money just to look presentable. And at the club, I wasn't seen as at risk, but capable. And through the year experience, the Boys and Girls Club instilled skills that I still carry with me to this day, such as public speaking, leadership, and self-confidence. Because of this, I now see myself as someone who can contribute, advocate, and make real change, which is why I've chosen a career in social work. So this is a thank you, not just for what the club has given me, but for who they have shown me I can become. Because of the club, I am not a statistic, rather someone who is made to shatter. Thank you.
Yes, sir.